Okay, so game two, got a much better hand. Hopefully our opponent actually has stuff to play. Um, he is on the play. Starts okay, so he is blue white. He just got no blue. That's really unfortunate. So hopefully this game will be a little more fun to watch. Yeah, he is blue white. Okay. Wow. Got stuck with I think it was 6 straight planes. That's really unfortunate. Omen Speaker. The worst Augur of Bolas. Still pretty good. I haven't really seen it that much in Constructed though. This is one of the first decks I've played against that has run it. Very good against Young Pyromancer. You just eat a token. Um, got no turn 2 counter, so we're just gonna run it out there. Now, Young Pyromancer, if it survives like at all, it almost always provides good value just because all your spells are instants and sorceries, and you're just making 1/1s for just playing the game, which is great. And okay, so he's got Dissolve mana up. So what do we want to do? Probably just Divination. Yeah, Divination, make a guy. That seems fine. Who wants to counter it? Go ahead. Okay. So we're just gonna pass back the turn. Chimera. Right. Okay, so we have the Chimera and the Young Pyromancer. So one of those two cards is probably gonna take us in this game. We do have to be aware that he could have Supreme Verdict, so we don't really want to commit that. The Chimera and the Young Pyromancer to the board at the same time unnecessarily. So what do we do here? Just yeah, I'm not really worried about him playing a creature, so I think we're just gonna Divination, make a guy, try and get ahead. What do you got here? A counter? Yep. Okay, so now we just get a guy. We're still not in bad shape. We got 3 more lands, Chimera, Essence Scatter. We're doing just fine. I thought after game 1, I thought we were playing against some white weenie deck with no creatures or something crazy like that. But now, you know, his deck's going, so should be a much better game. Kind of a stalemate on board right now. Okay, Steam Augury. So that means we're gonna want to play that tapped. Do we want to try and squeak in 1 damage? Probably not worth it. I mean, if he wants to verdict, that's fine. Omen Speaker. I think I just want to Steam Augury here. So that's fine. Okay. So he's got 2 mana up. See if he has a negate or something like that. Make another guy. Steam Augury. Okay, so Lightning Strikes are good. Cyclonic Rift, Chimera. Let's do it like that. Doesn't know that I have a Chimera in my hand now. These are my win conditions, so I have a hard time imagining that he would give me that pile, because these are 2 obvious win condition cards. So Cyclonic Rift, it'll deal with the Planeswalker for a minute. Well, it's not the best answer to a Planeswalker, but it plus a counter is fine. So we'll see what he decides to give. And he gives us the Chimera Psychic Spiral. I bet you he has a Verdict. Huh, okay. So what's our play here? I think Lightning Strike. Make a guy. Let's attack these three. Get 2 damage in. Okay. Now, okay, so we have 3 mana up. Do we need 4 for anything? No. That is our land. 7 cards in hand, so we don't have to play anything. Should we though? I don't think so. We have all 3 of our Chimeras in our hand. I don't think we're ever going to want more than one out there, so he just doesn't get value out of a Supreme Verdict. Let's try and force a Supreme Verdict out of just our Young Pyromancer and tokens. Okay, Griptide. Interesting. We're going to pass back the turn. No, let's swing in. Let's get 2 more damage too. Don't really want to put Omen Speaker back on top just because he's going to replay it and then get to scry 2. What do we got here? This is a Jace. Night Veil Spectre. Let's counter that. Counter it, make a guy. Okay. Now do I want to Griptide it? Now I think I do. Because I can make a guy. I mean, yes, he's going to be able to scry, but he's going to draw this for a turn. So that's okay. Plus, all these guys are going to get through. Okay. And play a land. Swing for 6. Put him at 10. Feel pretty good about that. He had a pretty unfortunate game 1, and it looks like things aren't going exactly his way. He's not playing like the standard. Well, he's not playing your usual control deck. He's got some creatures in there. Okay, plays the Omen Speaker. That is fine. Gets a scry 2. I don't know if he played a land or not, so he has either 3 or 4 mana available. Probably doesn't have a Verdict because he would have Verdict and then played that. So that's pretty good for us. So we will make a dude and draw a bunch of cards. Seems good. And we draw a bunch of cards. Okay, do we want to play a Chimera? I don't think it's necessary at the moment. We're doing pretty good on board. We can just keep making dudes drawing cards. I don't think there's any real reason to throw out a Chimera yet. Discard Mount. String his main phase, okay. And Omen Speaker, you got it. Okay, so he's running Omen Speakers, Night Veils, Dissolve. He hasn't dissolved anything yet, though. So I don't think he has another one in his hand. So Gideon in the deck. Last game. This is an interesting deck we're going against. Doesn't seem like a top tier deck, but neither is ours really. We are getting to see one path this deck can take with the Young Pyromancer. And you could also see how one Chimera on the board could also be pretty devastating, just attacking him for 9, flying and trample. The one thing about both of these creatures, Chimera and Young Pyromancer, is they're both very fragile and they can't really protect themselves. They both die to Abrupt Decay and Hero's Downfall and Lightning Strike and all the cards that decks play anyway. So you really want to be smart about when and how you use them as threats. Having counters up for those is always good. Like, the best way to protect the Chimera is to play it when you have 9 other mana to use 2 negates and a dissolve just to keep it alive for a turn and win. Also, in the later games, you'll see a lot of the creature removal get sided out, which is good for you, just so you have a less chance of it hurting you when it finally comes out. Okay, so we're just gonna swing. Maybe we should have played a Chimera just to get the game over a little quicker, but I think we got it under control. Can draw a billion cards. Except for, yeah, we're fine. Planius to opportunity here. Unless he does anything, but I don't really see that happening. Yep. Okay. We'll draw 4. Make a guy. And we will also Steam Augury. Drawing a bunch of cards. Making a bunch of dudes. That's what this deck likes to do. Also, we have 3 10-3 Chimeras in our hand. Alright, let's go. Now, the deck we're playing against really just didn't seem to do what it wants to do, so that's a little unfortunate. Maybe this is getting countered. Just flashing something in, I'm not sure. Either way, we're still way far ahead. Yeah, it gets dissolved, that's fine. Just have to make do with the 9 cards in our hand. Darn. And silence. No, I'm gonna play some spells this turn. Sorry. Let's play Pyromancer. Swing it with the tokens. Wait, okay, so if it blocks there and there, yeah, it still only takes 3, so. You know, let's just keep both Pyromancers. So now he needs to Verdict. There's just no other way, but he knows I have the Chimera, so he may just concede. Yep, and looks like he's just passing the turn. We have another silence, but that still doesn't do anything. Yep, okay. So we're just going to attack. taking 3. And in response, we'll make a couple dudes. Just in case. May have something, you never know. But I think we're okay with these chimeras. Like, yeah, we're fine. What do you got? What do you got? Nope. Yeah, unfortunately this deck that we're playing against never really got to get going. Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be game 1. Or that's going to be match 1.